This video is for the Ascendion Science Fair. We're going to talk about the geospatial analysis for urban growth and environmental impact assessment. First, we want to talk about some engineering background. In order to start the project, we have to have a reliable way to extract images from around the world. That is why we chose the Landsat satellites and the Microsoft Planetary Computer to get the images needed. Using the coordinates of the places wanted, we could have images from over 1986 to 2024, the current year. With these images, we created a technique using the image masking that allowed us to extract the objects of interest and generate analysis over them. With this background, we created the results exposed in here. When we first talk about the project, we imagine it to be the study of the urban growth over the years mentioned before only, in order to have a more specific idea on how much some cities have grown over the years. So that is why the first city that came to mind was Dubai, which we can see from the image on the left how it was in 1986 and how it is on the current year. With these images and the masking technique mentioned, we were able to create a time series on how much the city has grown over the years. After this, we wanted to analyze a more local city, in specific with similar characteristics as Dubai. That is why we chose the city of Cancun. With the exact same analysis as Dubai, we created a comparison from the year 2000 and the current year, and created a time series to watch more carefully how it has changed. But this analysis wasn't good enough to fully understand the impact on the urban growth, so we chose a case in which the city's growth affected in some way the environment. So here it is, the city of Monterrey. In order to analyze how it has affected environmentally, we investigated a water source that fed the city. So we stumbled with the Cerro Puerto Tam, which has been in the spot recently because it almost dried up in the year 2023. As we can see from this image, so applying the techniques mentioned before, we could create a time series and create an image comparison on how it has changed over the years. A very disturbing image. So with the previous result, we wanted to analyze a more recent case. So we thought of the water scarcity in Ciudad de Mexico that has been going through in the last few weeks. And we investigated that the Cutzamala system is one of the main water feeders to the city. Around 25 to 30% of the water comes from this source. We wanted to see when it was the change that created this scarcity, and as we can clearly see, it was pretty much stable until the year 2021. From then to now, it has been in a constant fall since then, a very big concern to the people living in this city. After the Mexico's analysis, we wanted to see if this problem is just a local problem or if it is an international problem. So we jumped to the USA, specifically to the Lake Mead, which is one of the biggest, if not the biggest, reservoirs in the country, which is famous because in the last few years it has been drying up. As we can see, it has had a very big change in the last few years, and clearly, as well as in the case of Mexico, a very big concern. So the intention of this project is mainly to create awareness of the problem the urban growth is having over some environmental factors, mainly the water scarcity. We believe that this project accomplishes its purpose and addresses the 11, 12, and 13 ODS. In the future investigations, we want to complete our project with other fields in order to create a better understanding on how and why the urban growth is affecting our environment in order to create solutions to them.